Well, this is an interesting way to start the episode, but we got a 1700 total and 69 hunter at the same time. I was just getting some volcanic ash for the herb runs that we're going to be doing over the next month or so while we work on barrows. And speaking of herb runs, I do want to get myself set up to be able to use some of the other patches, like the Falador patch, the Troll Stronghold patch. So we're going to work on some requirements there in order to allow us to do that while we focus on barrows in the background. And farming something that I can just kind of, even if I'm like not actively playing, I can log in for 5 minutes every couple hours. One of the requirements of my Arms Big Adventure is to get Tybal 1 I favor. We're currently at 6%, though we need to get up to 60% for the quest. But while we're here, we're going to work on two other requirements for the Karamja Medium Diaries. We need to, 1, get a Gout Tuber, and 2, get up to 100% favor. So hopefully we'll get good RNG, and we can get all the way up to 100% and the Gout Tuber. I did this a couple times in leagues, and I got lucky both times, but I'm hoping I can get lucky here, as it can be like a 3, 4, 5 hour grind if you don't get lucky. Killed our first Bruto guy. These are actually pretty rare spawns at like a couple percent. But there's 3 of them, so we should see like 6 to 7 of them before we get our Gout Tuber on average. I'm going to keep 1 mask, I think, just for a potential shield, but I don't think I actually need it for anything. That was just a leaks task back then. So 100% favor achieved. We can now spend our favor to get some trading sticks. But yeah, we're just going to keep chopping away to try to get our Gout Tuber here. I need to bank for some food, and I made sure to pick up a couple spider carcasses because you do need to actually cook one of these for a task. Now, to make these skewer sticks, all you do is you use the spar on the machete, and then you can use it on the spider. And we have 2 here, so we have 2 attempts to cook it. And if we need to, we'll get extra logs, but we cooked the first one perfectly. And we completed another medium task in the Karamja Diary. Ooh, there it is. We got the Gout Tuber. We use the spade on the plant, and we are done. Now, I want to make sure that I do not eat this, so I'm actually going to go finish the task associated with this right now. Now, in order to get the trading sticks we need, we're going to be selling this to Gaboody's Typo 1A co-op. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring the Karamja Gloves 1, which increases the sell value of these. But we should get more than enough just from selling these 5 anyway, as we only need a total of 400 for the diary tasks. 300 to make this machete, and then 100 to get into the hardwood grove here to chop down a mahogany log. We ask him to make an opal machete with our 3 opals. And there is a medium task in the Karamja area. Very nice. And last but not least in this sort of mini area, we're going to quick pay here. And now we can chop down a mahogany tree. Might take us a bit. No, it didn't. But we are very close to completing the Karamja Diary now. And that is all the medium tasks done in the Karamja Diaries. So the Karamja Diaries don't actually give as much as the other ones because they're a bit of a kind of layover from when Old School was released. Basically in the 2007 update, it had the Karamja Diary existed, but the rest of them didn't. So the lamps are worse, the tasks are longer, and they're not as finely tuned for Old School as all the rest of the diaries. It's basically the same diary as in RS3. But we get the Karamja Gloves 2, which, on top of its previous rewards, also gives us 10% additional agility experience earned from obstacles in the Brimhaven Agility Arena, which is something I'm not going to be doing as a training method. Now we're going to continue on our My Arms Big Adventure. grind to unlock that herb patch, and we need to do Edgar's Ruse. And there is Edgar's Ruse, 11k herblore XP, and we unlock the ability to teleport to Trollheim with a Law Rune and a Fire Rune. But to actually unlock the patch, we need to do My Arm's Big Adventure, which is going to be our next quest. This is a very annoying fight because he keeps pushing you back. But it shouldn't be too bad as we're already, 168 damage to go and we haven't even used our DDS specs. Oh, I never even potted up, too. Awkward. As long as we stay above 21 HP, we shouldn't be able to die, and we have a couple more hits to go before the boss is dead. There we go. Very quick boss fight. And My Arm's Big Adventure is going to be done now. He gives us some secrets about herbs, which basically is herblore experience. Yeah, 10,000 herblore and 5,000 prayer. On top of that, we get a disease-free patch. You see right here, this patch will never disease and never die. So whenever we have any high-value seeds like Renars, we can plant them here to guarantee that they don't die. What I'm probably going to start doing is make this part of my herb run, and then every time do a Renar here to help stay up on prayer points. But the other thing we want to get done for herb runs is the medium Lumberge and Drainer task. I have all of the skill requirements, so I just need to go through and get all of them. I would go up to the hards, but they require 59 room crafting, and we're still more than a couple tiers of Gothics away from getting that done. And 10 minutes later, after going around the Lumberge and Drainer area, we completed all medium tasks, and we can speak to Hades Anus outside of Lumberge Castle. Oh, that's funny. I also got a Snapdragon Seed on the one pickpocket of Marvin that I did there. But we see this absolute abomination in 3rd age here. And he's going to give us the Lumbee Ring 2, which gives us 3 daily teleports to the Falador Herb Patch. Also, an antique lamp, which we're going to throw into Herblore again. We're almost up to 68. Now we should have access to everything we need for herb runs. We have all the teleports, up to 6 patches, one of which never dies, and we can go between herb runs and birdhouse runs and seaweed runs, and then barrows. So we can just swap between the two while I work on my about 150 KC for our first ONYX. Chest number 2. Ooh, that's good amount of blood runes and deaths. We'll definitely be profiting death runes here, that's for sure. Oh, that's our very first item. We got a Thorax plate body. I think that's good. I actually don't know like the hierarchy of what's good and not, but 3 kills in and we already have an item. So I looked it up, and all of the tank armors have the same defensive bonus except for Verax, which is kind of meant for hybriding. So we have an extra 5 ranged attack bonus, and then 50 to 60 more defensive bonus. So we'll put that on instead of the Proselyte Hauberk. We do lose some prayer bonus here, but it's really not that big a deal because the Barrow's Drain gets rid of most of our prayer anyway.
Ooh, an Aram's Hood. I wonder if that's useful at all.
I doubt I'll be able to do that. At least I got 400 Chaos Runes. Legend skills. I can actually do that. And on step 2, we get something that I don't want to do. So back to Pharaohs we go. Oh shit, that's really good. That's a Verax skirt. We're 24 chests in right now, and we already have 2 pieces of Barrows. I forget exactly what Verax is used for. Stats-wise, I think it's less than the other ones, but it has way more ranged bonus defensively. I think that's what it is. Or it's like the ranged attack bonus. So what makes Verax so good is that it has the same melee protection as like Torags or Darox, but it has a little bit less range protection. And at the same time, it doesn't penalize mage defense. Like if we put these on, our mage defense goes to -4. With these on, like right now, our mage defense is +10. If we take this off, it's also +10. But this Thorax plate body gives us -6 mage defense bonus. So we don't need to worry about losing our mage defense. And at the same time, we do lose 2 prayer, as we had 10 points before with the Protostolite. What are those? Cease. I guess they're just the legs, though. So that's a very, very, very good item to get. Plus, we're already at 6k Chaos Runes, so we are about a quarter, just under a quarter, like a quarter to a fifth of the way to our final goal. So we'll probably get that before 150 barrows, KC. Oh, 900 Chaos Runes in one chest. Hell yeah, that's like 1/30th of an ONYX right there. I love me a seaweed run where I come down with 2 seeds, plant 2 more, and somehow end up with 8 in my inventory. Insane gains. And each seed is like 40k crafting experience, so eventually I will have this banked. Seaweed wise, we're at 3100, and molten glass we still have at 7600 to go. So I think I probably have like 87, 88 crafting, which will be nice because then I will be able to make a ONYX amulet very soon. Though to fully take advantage of it and get the stats, I'll also need to get my magic level up to 83, because the ONYX spell is 87, and I think I can, no, it'll be 84, because it needs to be a +3 boost with the Wizard Mind Bomb. So once I get 84 magic and 86 crafting and finish off this Barrows grind for my 29k Chaos Runes, I'll have an Amulet of Fury. Doing seaweed and herb runs here while I do Winter Todd on my group Ironman, and yeah, we just got we just got Tangleroot. Oh my god, that is my 3rd pet. Yo, that's insane. I've done a lot of seaweed runs, but like definitely not enough to deserve the pet. That's crazy. We have the Phoenix from Winter Todd, Rocky from 99 Thieving, and then at Tangleroot. Ooh, another elite. Almost assuredly, I'm going to be dropping this because I am not going to be able to do this, and it's going to be way too far away. Yeah, we need a Dragonstone amulet, which we don't have. Yeah. And I'm not going to be getting a Dragonstone anytime soon. There is another item. I don't think it's going to be that useful for us right now. Because if you compare it to our Helm of Night is Not, gives us less prayer, less melee strength, but we do get more defensive bonus, especially in range. So I guess it's my tank helmet, and my Night is Not will be my DPS helmet. So we just got just like that. I guess the first time that I've actually killed Carol with all 4 of my DDS specs, as the task is for killing it all with special attack damage. And there is 50 barrows. That is the, I think, last combat task in terms of kill count, so we don't need to worry about that. Rune stack wise, we're at like 12,000 chaos, but we had 1,000 to start, so we're gained like 11,000 in this amount of chests. So we can probably expect to do another like under 100 chests, probably like a 70 or 80 more chests. And there it is. Our staff has finally ran out of charges. We used 2,500 and we need to go recharge it. I'm just going to finish off this Guthun kill, and then we'll go recharge an Artie. Hopefully I can actually hit him. I guess the melee brothers have a lot of defense, and that's why we mage them. So normally you can talk to this Dark Mage over here, and he'll repair your Staff of Ivan for 200k, which isn't necessarily a bad thing to do. But we're still early on into this account, and I only have 6 mil cash, so I feel a little poor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the Underground Pass and go to the well where you actually get it for free. And it took me about like 10 minutes to get through here, but we just used the Ivan staff on the well here, And now if we check it, we should have 2,500 charges. Again, this should last me like probably 60 barrels chest because I had used the Ivan staff beforehand and we got 52. So probably 60. Maybe we'll get to max chaos runes when we're done, but likely I'll have to charge it one more time before we're done. Our first duplicate didn't take long. I gotta milk every level I get now because they are so rare, but we just got up to 72 ranged from killing Aram. And we got a Carol's Tunnel. There is another level obtained. We are 79 magic, which is actually like kind of important to think about because we want to get to 84 to be able to boost to be able to make the level 6 enchant for Onyx jewelry. But that might be a little out of reach. I was looking at the like telealt calculator, and it was looking like it was going to be like 10,000 telealks, and I don't have 10,000 things to elk. So we'll see what we end up running into. And with this chest, 572 Chaos Runes, we get to 20k Chaos Runes in our stack. We're at 89 KC, so about 2/3 of the way there, a little over 2/3 of the way there, so we'll probably end this around the like 125 to 130 range. Yeah, the rune stack's looking good. I started with like 3k deaths, so we're definitely profiting here. I have no idea if this Carol's Coif is good, but it's a new item, so I'll take it. Looks like it's some range attack bonus, and probably some good mage armor in the future, I guess. We'll figure out if we need it in the future, but it's good to have, and if we get any dupes, it can elk for another 7k. And that is 100 Barrows KC. We've clocked 21k, because I had about 1k. Actually, we'll just say 22k. Chaos runes over this period. So that's 220 per chest, and we need another 5.3k. So 25 more chests at this current rate. Shouldn't be too bad. 125 KC for a ONYX, I will take that. Somewhat embarrassing, but it's still the same day, and our staff is already destroyed again, so we need to go back to the underground pass. So this time I started maging Carols as well. So it lasted a couple less chests, but I think we'll be at like 1,000 charges left for quests and stuff when we're done with our final 5k Chaos Runes. Ooh, this is our first Barrows weapon. Verax Flail. And I think this is nice because we now have 2 of the 4 pieces in the Verax set. I'm not going to go for full Barrows log completion, that's definitely for sure. It would be nice to get a full set for the Mauritania elites, because I'm definitely going to be going for that at some point. I was at my parents' house last night, and wasn't able to record, but we picked up a Darox Great Axe there, and we also got ourselves above 27k Chaos Runes. So that means we have 2k to go, and then we're free from this grind. We got another elite clue. Are we going to be able to do this? That's at Pirates Cove. I don't think... I probably can, but I don't want to do it just yet because 90% of the things we aren't going to be able to do. So that is our third one, which means we're a little bit better on rate. We're like 1 in 40. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep that in the bank, and we will potentially do it after Barrows. But I'm not going to bother with it just yet. And I wasted my last ring of dueling. Oh! That is a very good item. We got a Carol's crossbow. Okay, so that is mostly used, at least my experience on leagues, is I mostly use this at Demonic Gorillas. Because it made it swap back quicker. To melee, and I really didn't like using a rune crossbow there because it was super slow. But yeah, we've picked up a lot of items. Unfortunately, we're like nowhere near close to a set, but we have 3 of the weapons already. And with those 594 Chaos Runes, we are done. That's gonna get us to 29,300, which is more than enough with our Karamja gloves, 1 to be able to buy an ONYX. So we picked up a fair amount of items over our journey. We got 2 Aram's hoods, our only duplicate, which is actually really nice. We got 3 of the weapons, including the Carol's crossbow, which I'm very happy about for demonic gorillas. And then if we ever complete a set, we'll be able to use Darox for some niche methods there. Plus, we got the Varix plate skirt, which I believe is the best tank legs, and then a tank body with Torag's plate body. On top of that, runes-wise, we profited up to 9,900 deaths, just short of 10k. We started this with just over 3k, so despite getting about 12k, 13k in drops, we did use a lot of death runes here, so we only profited about 6 to 7k. Then 4.5k blood runes, and the pièce de résistance, the 29.3k chaos runes. I had 1k to start, so we got about 28.3k here. So what you do is you come to this major over here, Tazar Mejro. And if you look, there's a ton of chaos runes in here because you can sell them a ton of chaos runes. Each one gives 9 toko. Normally what you do is you would have the chaos runes at the bottom of your inventory, and you'd have a place where you could like right click, left click, and you would just do that over and over again to sell. But with menu entry swapper, you can make it so that while you're holding down shift, the option changes. So right now, when I hold down the shift key, it goes to sell 50. When I don't hold down the shift, it's the normal left click. And I can make this any option. I can make it sell 1. I can make it sell 10. But sell 50 is the best because we don't care about stock. So I just hold down my shift key and then click as quickly as I can. And each time I click, I'm going to sell 50 chaos runes. And I'll be able to get through all these chaos runes incredibly quickly. And based on my short test, I'm selling about 15k chaos runes a minute. So it takes me all of 2 minutes to spam click this to get my 260k toko for the ONYX. And done. We have 260,100 toko. And he sells ONYXs for 260k toko. So we can buy it. So it's basically, if you think about it, 130 Barrows chests for a singular ONYX and some extra runes and gear. Now, we're probably not going to return to Barrows for quite a while, probably until we get through Slayer and go for Trident, and maybe we need an ONYX for our Zenites. That'll probably be when I go back to Barrows. But for now, we have this ONYX, though we can't actually use it. If we look for jewelry in the crafting skill, the lowest level one is 82 at the ONYX necklace, but we don't want to make that. We want to make the Amulet of Fury, which is level 90, and you can get a +4 boost reliably with one of the dragon, I think it's the dragon fruit pie or the mushroom pie. There is a pie that gets a +4 boost relatively consistently, so that way I can just get to 86 and be able to make the amulet. And then on the mage level, we did get up to 79 with our Barrows runs from, I think it was 77 before. So we did get a lot of experience, but we need to get up to 87 in order to enchant Onyx Jewelry. And there is a reliable +3 boost in magic, so we need to get up to 84, so about like 1 million experience. So next episode, we're going to be working on both of those things in some conventional and unconventional ways. But this is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It was nice to finally get into some old school PVM, though I can tell that Barrows is not something I enjoy long term, but maybe I'll find some more joy in some of the other bosses out there. But if you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below. If you like the series, drop a subscribe, really helps out the channel. But past that, have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one.